justice and peace and equality.
Game Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast, where change starts with conversation. And we're back with Ms. Rhonda Crockett of A New Well, A Granddaughter's Love. Man, phenomenal conversation here. We talked about it earlier, but I think we got more into your story of, you know, how you got here and where you are and where A New Well is. But I don't know if people really understand what IDD is, because sometimes the term IDD can be interpreted in so many different ways. As when, you know, we met, you coached me, you said people can say it means this, it means that. But what is IDD, and, you know, what is it?
IDD stands for Individual Developmental Disabilities.
Okay.
It's normally a form of autism.
Okay.
It could be a form of autism and cerebral palsy. Okay. It can be a form of autism and mental health. Okay. It could be a number of different terminologies. IDD, normally the individual is diagnosed before the age of 21 with this type of disability. The IDD for adults is challenging because they are seen differently out into the community. Okay. One of the things that Georgia has implemented, and Georgia is among many other states that have now mandated that individuals do not go into mental institutions, that they actually live in the community, that they go into the community just like we do. Okay. And because of that, we're now able to be able to provide group home services for them. We're able to provide home health services for them, and they don't have to be in an institution or in a hospital. They can actually live in the community. So when you are an adult with developmental disability, it may be challenging to work. Okay. It may be challenging to be socially among peers. Wow. Because of the stigmatism, to be honest with you. Okay. It's normally uncomfortable for them to be able to be accepted in the community. Okay. And we want to give them the option to not feel that way. Okay. We want them to not just be among their peers, but to be out in the community as well. Right. We want to be able to take them out and teach them how to shop. I have a 4-year-old grandson that I take him to the grocery store, and he touches every single thing, everything, and picks up everything. Everything. But I have to explain to him what they are. Okay. I have to explain to him, this is a mango, this is an apple. Yeah. Not just because he's 4 years old, but because he's 4 years old. Yes. But also we have adults that may not understand that as well. They don't understand pricing. They may understand, well, this one right here is a little bit less than this one. We want to be able to teach them basic ways of life. Okay. Just in case we can't provide services to them and they find themselves on their own. Okay. We want to teach them to be able to, if you have a cell phone, you may have a cell phone bill. So here's what a bill look like. Yes. You know, here's our envelope. It's just in case you have to fill out an envelope. Okay. Different things of that sort. Teaching them ADLs, which is activities of daily living. Okay. So to be able to give them that sense of security, that sense of independence, to be able to function if they go out in life. You know, we take them out into the community, and we have a corporate credit card, so we may let them swipe the card. Right. Because they may not have a card that they swipe. Okay. Okay. Or we may give them cash money and teach them how to give it to the end of, to the cashier, and she's going to give you change back to count that change. Give them a credit card and show them how to operate a credit card. Okay. We have individuals who literally have never wrote their name. They just do a signature mark. Okay. We want to teach them how to write their name, how to spell their names. Okay. It's unfortunate, but it's unfortunate that the individuals we serve had to live with the stigma for so long. Okay. Now we want to try to change the game. We want to try to change that and give them a more realistic, independent life. Independent life. Now, not only do the individuals who suffer from IDD suffer, but a lot of times I think parents and caretakers who live with them have a hidden stigma and a hidden, almost like hurt. You know, where. Yes. They like what is that like for the person who's the caretaker or the parent or the the grandparent or
that's actually taken for an adult who suffers with that? What is that experience?
It's challenging, I'm sure. It's challenging from what we've researched. It's challenging on family members to be able to care for their loved one 24/7.
Okay.
Literally, in cases where we have individuals that they may respond, they may act out. They
Okay.
may respond with some type of behavior, even in the community.
Okay.
And we can see that it's challenging for families. It's just like our elderly who they're getting older. It's challenging for them to be able to stay home and be able to provide that service.
Okay.
So a New Well wants to be that bridge, I guess,
Okay.
to help in any way that we possibly can, even if it means being able to give that loved one time to themselves at least 6 hours a day,
Yeah.
5 days a week.
Okay. Okay.
Or to be able to allow us to care for them in our group homes.
Okay.
So we want to be able to give that option, and for families to know that it is an option.
Yes. Yes.
With not just with Medicaid, but with Medicare and other private insurances.
Okay. Now, with that, and a lot of times, I think some of the caretakers or the parents, they're a little fragile about allowing their loved one to go into, how do you guys cope with that and help people who have, if I just can't let my child or whoever I'm taking care of out of my eyesight, how do you help the people who have that overcome those obstacles, and just releasing their child? Because, we don't know how people are. People are mean, they're hateful.
Exactly.
Like you said, when we put people in a nursing home, they're not changed properly. Tell us how you guys are mitigating that.
We encourage people to come out to our day center and to our group homes and visit some of the individuals that we serve in their home.
Okay.
As a reference. It's just like if someone comes in and they apply for a job, we want to check their references.
Yes.
We want people to check our references.
Okay.
We want you to come in and get a tour. We want you to sit here and have lunch with us. We want you to have the person that you love to be here, even if it's 3 or 4 hours a day, just to see if this is a good fit for them.
Okay.
We want you to be able to get that feeling of a surety that we're going to provide excellent service, exceptional service to all of the individuals that we serve, and that you don't have to worry about anything. You can call my cell number and FaceTime me and say, I want to just check on John today and just to see how he's doing. I'm going to FaceTime if I'm there,
yes.
or somebody that's there, just so you can get that sense of comfort. It's just like with me sending my grandchildren to daycare.
Okay.
I want to be able to pop up. I want to be able just to see how they're doing, and people have that same option with us.
Okay.
Come in and see how we do this, and how the individuals that we serve, if they're genuine about their care.
Okay.
They're going to let you know.
Yes.
They're definitely going to let you know
yes.
if they like it or they don't. So, we encourage people to come out, check our references, and see for yourself.
And one thing about a New Well that I noticed is you make every experience for every friend unique. You got one guy, he has his own section in the hallway. Like, it's like everybody has a place where they like to be. Like, how do you tap in to know that, hey, this person is comfortable here, this person likes this person adapts and functions better in this type of environment? How did you
I spend time with them.
Okay.
I literally, even though I have a large staff of people, I personally want to spend time with them. My heart is with them.
Okay.
So even when I talk with my HR manager, if I will talk with my director, we specifically talk about one person at a time.
Oh wow!
So I want to see what he likes and what he doesn't like, or what she likes and what she doesn't like. If she comes in and she likes purple, but she's always wearing denim and jeans and different things like that.
Okay.
Let's give her what she likes. Let's give her some purple. Anything.
Yes, yes.
If he likes walking in the halls and sitting in the halls, let's give him something that's comfortable to sit in the halls. Because this is his spot. This is what he wants. And we're going to make the environment comfortable for him.
Okay.
And we try to do that with all the individuals that we serve. So I actually come in and I sit and I watch and I ask them, what do you like? They may not be able to articulate, but when you spend time with people, you get to know them.
Okay.
And that's what I get feedback from the staff that provide the services on different things that people like to do. We have one individual you know, he tends to hit himself a lot, but when he's swimming, he doesn't.
Okay. Okay.
So we've noticed that when we took him out and when he's swimming, he's happy.
Yeah.
He's just free. He loves the water. So what we do, we go and give him a membership at a gym where he can swim, and we take him swimming at least 3 times a week.
Wow.
So that he can enjoy that, because that's something that he wants. That's something
Okay.
that he enjoys.
Okay.
And it has changed, it has changed his behavior.
Okay.
It has changed the atmosphere for him, because the family has told us, he used to like to swim when he was younger.
Okay.
But as you go through the process and go through, getting him acclimated, you may not think about that. But then behaviors occur, and then you go back to what the family said. He likes this.
Yeah.
So let's take him and see if this is something he's still interested in.
Wow.
So with doing that, we realized he loves to swim.
Okay.
So let's get him in the pool 3
Man.
days a week, and it has changed his life. So paying attention to details means everything when it comes to the individuals we serve.
Okay.
Even if it's 20 individuals or 120, we want to be able to cater our services directly to them.
Directly to them. Now, when it comes to, I heard you say something about mental health, and I'm on social media a lot, just kind of observing some of the things. When we hear people say, "Man, we need mental health addressed," and you saying the state of Georgia is not like trying to push people to mental health facilities. What's the difference between mental health and IDD?
IDD is a developmental disability that was diagnosed early.
Okay.
Excuse me. That was diagnosed early in a person's life. It
Okay.
may have been from a child on up. Mental health, Medicaid here in Georgia has resources for mental health.
Okay.
And for individuals that are in need of mental health services. We provide those services as well, because we don't provide services just for IDD.
Okay.
But for people who have mental health services too. And Medicaid has a program called the NOW program.
Okay.
It's a NOW resources where they provide residential services, nursing services, home health services as well. And we are a NOW and comp provider.
Okay.
And so with that, there are tons of resources out here for not
Okay.
just IDD, but for mental health. And people who are suffering from mental health, they can give our office a call. We can lead them to the right direction and give them the resources that they need.
Man, that's awesome, because I think we try to throw it in a box: IDD, mental health, autism, ADHD, and what are some of the things that you saw where, like, IDD was different from autism and ADHD? Because I heard you say like IDD was a form of autism. Like, so how does that play into working with people and understanding how to serve those people?
It plays a major part, because we have a diagnosis when they come in.
Okay.
The nurses gives us a diagnosis that we go by. And then we have the real day-to-day.
Yeah.
We have the real day-to-day that this person may have been diagnosed with IDD, and he doesn't talk.
Okay.
He's nonverbal. But as you spend time with him, words come out. He actually does talk.
Yes.
Because now he's in an environment where he feels comfortable in saying the things that he wants to say.
Okay.
We have individuals, unfortunately we have to use some terminology, but we have some higher functioning individuals.
Right.
We have some that are total hands-on.
Okay.
We have some that are fall risk. They have to have someone with them at all times.
Okay.
We have some that is one-to-one, and what that means, their behavior may require one staff with them.
Okay.
But it still gives them the opportunity to participate. We celebrate birthdays. We make sure that their birthdays are highlighted. And with doing that, we had an individual who's nonverbal, and he saw the way we celebrate birthdays in the center.
Yes.
And so it was his turn for his birthday. We celebrated, we loved him so much. And we asked him, what do you want for lunch? Your favorite? He said pizza. We were all like,
wow. Wow. Whew, man.
and that right there was until we all picked up our mouth is that, oh my God, you know.
Yeah.
He can
He
talk.
can talk. Yeah.
He can talk. And so with that, it gives you the opportunity to challenge him a little bit more.
Okay,
In that
okay.
sense, you want to, okay, well, let's see if he likes an iPad.
Right.
Let's see if he can choose on an iPad different foods that he likes with his
Okay.
finger. Different things like that that we may not have known
Okay.
prior to him coming into our services.
Yes.
So until you spend time with the person and can understand not just their diagnosis,
Okay.
but understand them, you can better provide services for them.
Okay.
Whether it's IDD or a person that has a mental health challenge, most of the time they can express what their needs are
Yes.
in a certain way, and to have those professionals to be able to understand that and articulate that
Okay.
helps us to be able to provide services for them.
Now, I know a New Well is, I'm not gonna say wide open, but it's open to the public where people can come in, take tours. You have a lot of staff that works in and out of the daycare system as well as in the field. How one thing that's important, I think, you know, like I would last segment we talked about the stigma. People are like afraid. Like, how do we ensure that we're creating a safe environment for the employees and the people that visit there? Because, you know, some people think, man, we don't know if this person's gonna snap out of it and try to attack us or whatever. When they have that stigma, like, what are some of the things and protocols that you guys are putting in place for safety of not just employees but people who visit?
Well, we are HIPAA compliant, so
Okay.
you can't just come in. You definitely have to fill out some information and
Okay.
paperwork
Okay.
prior to coming in and even seeing the individuals that we serve.
Okay.
So with that, they have to understand. We need to understand their role and understand their reasoning for coming to the center.
Okay.
If they're coming in for a tour for a loved one that they would like to attend the services, yes. If they come in, you know, I'm just here just to look around. You know, we may not let you just look around.
Absolutely.
Because we want to respect the privacy of the individuals that we serve as
Okay.
well. So it's the staff and the individuals are on high alert on a number of different real life subjects,
Okay.
like mass shootings, different things of that sort. So
Okay.
we're trained, and the staff are trained, and the individuals are trained on how
Okay.
to react or respond to those type of things.
Okay.
Fire drills to make sure, you know, if you smell smoke, different things like that. We want to make sure that they're trained properly in how to take care of themselves and to take care of others.
Okay.
We have individuals, when we have a fire drill, some of the individuals will grab some of the other individuals and say, it's time to go. We got to go. We got to get out of here. We got to get out of here in 3 minutes.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
so we want to train them in safety. We want all of the staff are definitely trained in HIPAA. They're trained in safety. They're trained in being able to provide services and care for all of the individuals we serve.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And does that also comply with, you know, client versus client? Because I know you have to do evaluations for when you bring a new person in. Do they fit well in this room with
Yes.
each group of people? Like what temperaments, what triggers they have.
Absolutely.
Like tell us what that's like, and you know, how do you guys overcome that as well?
So when the intake process is normally with a family member or another provider.
Okay.
So they've been with them the longest. They can actually give us some information about what their triggers are. We may have some individuals that they don't really like noise, and this group is real hype. They already they hype throughout the entire day.
Rappers.
That might not
Yeah.
that may not be the group for them.
Okay.
So we want to give them the option of another group, and that may be the group for them right then.
Okay.
But then again, they may want to join the hype for a minute.
Okay.
So they have that option to be able to maneuver around to different groups.
Okay.
So then it gives us an opportunity to basically learn what their needs are and what their needs are.
Now I'm looking at our social media, and we have Miss Camilla Thompson. She asked us about New Well providing home. She has a older mother that lives with her, and she's looking for home care. Does a New Well service that?
We do.
And how do you service it, and what does a person need to do to get on board with New Well in that situation?
Well, they need to just call our office.
Okay.
They can go out to our website and see the different type of services that we provide, but they can call our office and speak with an intake coordinator.
Okay.
The intake coordinator will get information. We'll send a nurse out to do a full head-to-body assessment on the individual,
Okay.
and be able to make recommendations on what type of services they need.
Okay.
A lot of times, I think the disadvantage of home health is that Medicaid may not cover it.
Okay.
Medicare may cover it, or
Okay.
private insurance may cover it.
Okay.
And then, because of the economy that we live in right now,
Wow.
it's difficult for families to be able to pay private pay, but private pay
Yes.
is an option.
Okay.
We want to be able to assess them first of all, and if we can't assist them, we can definitely refer them to other Medicaid or other providers in the state of Georgia to be able to assist them.
Most definitely. You are definitely in big into partnerships. Now, we got big news. I know we got some big news. You guys are opening up a new well. Is that correct? Can we share that news, or is that still ticking on the time bomb? Tell us what's going on, because you're growing.
You just do what I did. And I wasn't really prepared to launch that as of yet, but since it's out there.
Okay.
Yes, we are starting a new agency in Missouri.
Oh, wow.
In St. Charles, Missouri.
Wow.
Where we'll be able to provide home health services to the awesome people there as well.
And you're from Missouri, is that correct?
No, I'm from North Carolina.
Oh, you're from North Carolina.
I am
You're from North Carolina.
I'm from Reedsville, North Carolina.
How did you get way out of Missouri? I mean, what?
The need
Okay,
is there.
okay.
The need is there. A friend of a friend saw the services that we provide here in Georgia and was like, y'all need a provider like a New Well.
Okay.
And so I went down and talked with the people there, and they desperately need the services. We can train the staff to be able to provide exceptional services, and so we decided to move forward. We'll be doing a soft opening in October.
Okay.
And, well, you just rolled it out.
Just rolled it out. It's okay, man. And shout out, man. We may have to fly out there with you guys in October and get that thing right. But
right.
you know, we're definitely on board for that, and we want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule, because we know you're serving the people. And know that you're doing all you can to be, hands-on with the people that you serve. Now, before we go, we want to talk about your plans for A Granddaughter's Love, which is your nonprofit organization, and how people can partner with that organization. And I know we're going to move into a gala-like situation, just giving recognition back. But how can people partner with A Granddaughter's Love? Like, what are some of the items they can donate? How can they move and shake and just help with this initiative to serve those who suffer with not just IDD, mental health, our elderly, and people that we serve in the community?
Thank you for asking that question. A Granddaughter's Love is now on the website. You can go to www.agranddaughterslove.com, and you can request information. You can make donations. We are accepting donations such as PPPs, which is personal supplies such as undergarments, wipes, gloves, alcohol, peroxide, detergent, all kinds of items that we can put back into the community in the individuals' homes.
Okay.
To be able to do their laundry. We're accepting all donations.
Okay.
We're accepting not just monetary donations, but volunteering. We want people to come out and volunteer to help clean, to help cook, to be able to help transportation.
Okay.
So we accept volunteers as well, but along with residential homes, if anyone has homes that they would like for us to rent out to be able to provide housing for the individuals, we can do that as well. So it's almost everything that is a resource is what is needed. And so A Granddaughter's Love will be able to be a resource to be able to donate by just going out there, completing the form, taking a look at all the different services that we provide, and simply donating.
Man, phenomenal work in a phenomenal community. Again, Stockbridge is where community connects. Shout out to Mayor Anthony Ford. We just recently had him on our show, and he talked about the economic development and the economic boom happening in Stockbridge, and a new well is definitely a part of the Stockbridge Renaissance. And the great things that are happening in Stockbridge. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to before we end our show?
You know what? I want to give a shout out to the individuals that we serve at a new well.
Oh, wow.
You know, they are so amazing.
Okay.
And they have changed and reshaped my life so much.
Wow.
So it's not just about what we provide for them.
Wow.
It's more so what they provide for us.
Wow.
So I want to give a shout out to all of the individuals that we serve at a new well. We love you, we thank you, we believe in you, and we appreciate you so much. My staff, oh
Yes.
my God. I have the most incredible group of people who work for me.
Mm.
They are compassionate. They understand the assignment.
Right. Yes.
And I send a shout out to them. I could not do none of this by myself. I could not do none of this without them.
Wow.
All the way from HR manager to our director to our DDP to my administrative assistant to all of the nurses to all of the direct support staff, all of the personal support staff, all of the home health aides that we employed. Thank you so much, and I love you and I appreciate you and I thank you all for everything that you do.
Wow. Such a heartfelt conversation. Thank you for taking the time out to come on our show and share information, keeping our community informed. Hopefully we eliminated some of the stigma that people may have, and hopefully we can find ways to embrace a whole community.
Yes.
You know, a whole community and make life normal for those around us. Again, I think we gave everybody a shout out that we were supposed to give a shout out to. Thank you guys. I want you guys to stay tuned. We got our 10-year anniversary, Game Changers magazine, featuring Miss Rhonda Crockett and the New Well staff. We're getting ready to launch that. We're getting ready to launch that soon. You guys stay tuned for more news on the magazine release party. Hope you guys can come out. Our donations and proceeds will go to a granddaughter's love, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure that we are serving the needs of others. So we want to be diligent in that as well. It's somebody I forgot to give a shout out to on this show. Oh, shout out to my guy 833 Clay Code Till I Die, Mr. Attorney Danny Nagel. Man, Danny Nagel, man, he's making big moves out here. You guys make sure if you need a personal injury attorney, it's 833 Clay Code Till I Die. Make sure y'all call Danny Nag. He can make sure you get the bag, man. He's our guy, and you guys, another shout out to Mayor Sandra Vincent moving McDonough forward and the things that she's doing in the community. We got some big things coming with the city of McDonough and all the great things that they're doing in the city of McDonough. Thank you guys for tuning in. Game Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast, where change starts with conversation. Thank you for tuning in.
Justice and peace and equality.